Yo, episode 41.
Oh yeah,
That's like a 1 after
What
a
up?
4.
yeah.
And yeah, that's the episode we're
Bro,
on.
that's the Spanish channel.
That is the Spanish channel. 49 was the other one.
Yeah.
Didn't we just talk about
Yeah.
old TV channels the other day?
Did
No,
we?
it was 47.
49 was the
47,
Disney channel
47,
back in the day.
47.
Yeah,
It was 47. 45
Telemundo.
Comedy Central.
41 was Univision.
I don't know anything about that.
But
That for me, that's the channel that you click on and go, oops.
Yeah, right.
Whoopsies.
For my grandma, that's like Channel 5.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's like, what the
If you-
fuck is this American shit?
For
They
sure.
go to a new cable place. They're like, "What's the channel?" And you're like, "You don't know the channel for television."
Oh, that was the
television?"
worst. You go over someone's house that had like Dish, and you'd be like, "What's Nickelodeon? 637," and it's like, who makes the channel 637? That's such bullshit.
Yeah, that was annoying when we had to switch over to like Verizon Fios and everything. Oh no, it was DirecTV at first.
Oh, the worst.
We had to figure out all the new numbers and shit.
All my friends when I was younger had DirecTV, and it'd be like raining, so you couldn't go outside. And we go inside. It's like you can't watch TV.
Oh
either.
yeah, the satellite.
yeah,
dish.
and it's like you can't watch TV either. It's like, what the fuck
I
do we
totally
do?
forgot.
It's like, what's the
about
point
that.
of the TV?
Whenever there were like thunderstorms, it would totally cut out, and you wouldn't. Yeah. Oh
Mhm.
man, that
It was
brought
like
me back.
staticky, and it like would get wavy.
For sure. Wavy. Yeah.
Eh.
What have you guys been up to?
By reactivating, I mean I reinstated my Netflix account,
Okay.
which we'll get into
What is
obviously.
oh yeah.
But yeah, new email, new month of Netflix that I cancel immediately.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dylan breaking the system here.
Not
Nice.
really. I usually when I get Netflix, I want to watch maybe 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
And then I like just leave it, and then it expires at the end of the month, and I don't have to worry like, oh, I forgot to cancel.
Yeah.
Because that happened with so many things.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I think I'm still paying like $3 a month for Boomerang. Like, because one summer I really wanted to watch Looney Tunes. I
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
Like right now, I'm paying. I have the $1.99 for GeoGuessr, and I also have the what is it? I have the Athletic, which is like sports writing and journalism,
Okay.
and a year of that activated. So
How much is it a year?
like 30. It's
not
30, and
bad.
if I don't remember to do it again, it'll be 60. So I got to remember this time. But it's good. I mean, I actually like use it, so it's kind of worth it, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
How often do you like watch the same show? I mean, watch like 2 shows on the same network. I feel like that never happens. So it's like, the subscription model.
Yeah. I know.
It's
you
kind
mean.
of crazy.
Unless it's something like Disney Plus, which kind of, because it's centered on its own universes and its own properties, you know what I mean?
So if
Yeah.
you, I mean, that's why they kind of like
if you're
charge
into
the
Marvel,
whole bunch. You
Star
know,
Wars, then
they charge a lot because they're like, hey, you can only get this. here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Netflix is like, I could definitely get most of this stuff illegally
You
in good
just
quality.
Google it.
Ooh, Dylan's in trouble.
I mean, it's illegal to make multiple emails too, but everyone does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, is it illegal? I have 4 emails.
Yeah, bro. I have like, bro,
It's crazy.
Dylan Diaz backup 1 through 8 on
Oh my
Gmail. And they used it for
Damn.
other. I did it. I bought some Mets tickets, which we're gonna go to a Mets game, of course. But other Mets tickets I bought, I made the email to use the promo code for the first time, save like $20 or whatever.
Nice. Let's
Even
get
though
it.
even though it's like Uber Eats where you don't actually save the 20,
Mhm.
you just save whatever the fees and taxes were.
Yeah.
But still, it's worth it.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have like my personal email, and then I have a backup email which I made just for stupid shit,
Yeah.
like games and stuff like that. Whenever I need to just put a stupid email, I put that one in. And then I have the one for Joystick, and then I have one from my film school, which I still use, weirdly enough. What is annoying about that is like that email it's not like a normal Gmail account. It actually ends with my filmschool.com. So it's like a full ass thing you have to write.
Mhm.
And I've had mad people be like, you should really get like another email, like a regular Gmail. And I'm like, I do, but it's so stupid sounding, bro. Like, I'm not going to send you that one.
Wait. What's your bad Gmail? What's your bad email?
I can't say it. 'Cause I don't
Oh,
want people to
okay.
fucking email me.
Bro,
I have my Hotmail one and my
send your fan mail.
my Gmail.
You're what?
My Hotmail, my Gmail.
I forgot about Hotmail.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Well,
Wasn't
then
it back
they
in the
got
day?
rid of Hotmail.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
They made it like the Windows
okay. I see.
Live or whatever. I forget what
Yeah,
it's called.
live.
My mom still has an MSN email, and that's like her main email, funny
Mhm.
enough.
My dad still uses main AOL as his main email.
Yeah.
Damn.
My
I'm
mom
like-
had my mom's oldest email was an AOL email that, funny enough, is my Facebook email now. But it's only because I made my Facebook when I was like 13 with my mom's supervision.
Oh, wow.
And all this time, like I could change it, but I'm still just like, she doesn't use it. I don't know.
Your mom's
Like,
no
no one's
log
using
on.
Facebook like
that.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where like we forget the password all the fucking time. She's like, I don't remember, dude.
My email for my Facebook is a Yahoo, I think. And I don't even know what the fucking password is.
Yeah, I don't know the password. They make you change it so much.
Yeah, I mean, I probably do because I had to do it to get the Army MyVos thing. When I found that eventually, that was in the
My favorite.
That was in that Yahoo account. But other than that, like
Yahoo.
a big fucking wasteland.
What have I been up to? I don't really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've just.
I wish I had something I was up to, but I genuinely.
That's why I brought up Netflix.
Been schooling.
What have you been up to, Jerry?
I start that class like soon. I mean, so I've just been waiting on that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, working out
at your computer, just like
schooling.
waiting for the class.
I feel like I've
Day in, day
subconsciously been watching MasterChef through Jerry.
Yeah, Master
yeah.
Chef. Yes.
Jerry just kind of comes
Show
back
is
to
so
us with the
good.
highlights.
Bro, there's a
Love
blind girl in
MasterChef.
the season right now. It's pretty hype. She's beating some people with eyes.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
That's crazy. They definitely have the
They're
advantage
just
on
getting
that one.
outplayed straight up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just that whole every good reality or competition show is a cooking show. I feel like they just know how to nail it really well. Even if it's like a professional one like Top Chef or Master Chef or even like Guys Grocery Games, you watch that and you're like, oh, this
What is that? I've never even.
it's a cooking show for people against each other. It's like Chopped but in a supermarket.
Okay.
I see.
And then it's like, oh, you can only cook with things from aisle 7 and 9, and then you have to grab your shopping cart and go and
Kinda
take the
cool.
shit. Yeah, and it's like he always tries to like fuck with the people, so like you have to like spin a wheel.
It's like a cooking show with supermarket sweep.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you got to spin a wheel, and if it lands on a picture of a meat, you got to use that meat only or whatever.
Oh shit.
It's,
Oh,
so it's
man.
like yeah, so you can just like fuck people over. Have you guys? What the fuck is it? Cutthroat Kitchen.
No.
That sounds
I've
familiar.
heard of that one.
Oh
but I
my
haven't
yes.
seen that.
So it's the same type of thing. It's like 3 or 4 people, but essentially, when you went around, there's basically things that you can do to fuck the other person up. Like essentially, you know, you can pay. So everyone gets to the bank right away. Like let's say you have.
There's an economy
Yeah.
system.
yeah.
Shit.
So like
This is
let's.
Valorant.
I don't know the exact amount. Can you look up? Can we like look up the rules of Cutthroat Kitchen?
On it.
Okay, so like essentially it's whatever the cash prize is, it changes, but it's like 25K, and it's like, all right, at the end of round 1, it's like if you want, you can auction to have like a person only use 25,000.
Contestants face auctions in which they can purchase opportunities to sabotage one another. Each chef is given $25,000 at the start of the show. The person left standing keeps whatever money they have not spent in the auctions. Oh,
Yeah, so you can
keep it all, but
not fuck anyone up.
Got it.
You can also fuck everyone up, but only be left with a few thousand left.
got it.
We got a controversy here.
So there is a fucking economy system. That's insane.
Crazy show too, because like
We got controversy.
there was one guy who like ended and he only got like 4,000.
Oh shit. Finger cut off episode. What?
Ugh,
Oh man.
I'm good.
Cut finger kitchen.
I don't need that in my life.
I want that. That's the best. That's like the best. Every cooking show loves that though. When someone cuts themselves and the camera zooms.
Right?
Oh, fuck.
Dylan pulled a oopsie. Go
We're
ahead,
good,
talk
though.
real quick.
Hello.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. Shit. No, but it's like people will cut their hand and the camera will just do like a 3-time zoom into the hand.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I can't finish my souffle or whatever.
It's like, will they make it? But
Yeah.
they've already done an interview with them post
Yeah.
the accident.
Yeah.
Right?
I just knew, man. All I
I've
had to.
always wondered about that. Those like interviews.
Mm-hmm.
How there's always like they'll do them like. So do they film the interviews after the competition?
Both.
They do before and after,
Before and after.
depending on the situation.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like like the responses aren't like how you would respond after they had won already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's about them and about what they want to do, it's usually before.
Yeah.
Because then it's like.
When a good reality show films a lot of like B-roll like that, like a lot of talking heads, it's really easy for the editor to chop something like coherent, essentially.
It was like,
Oh, I
Ryan,
mean,
I
yeah.
hate Ryan. He doesn't even know how to cook.
Like, I remember when we were talking about Bar Rescue, how every show has like a certain type of like format
Yeah.
they kind of follow, and it's like you just kind of plug everything in,
Exactly.
and it's
Yeah.
the same episode every time. So it's like when they show the ingredients, the person probably just has to go, yeah, I need some fennel, some carrots. Like they just read off what they did, even if they didn't remember.
Do you have a lot of fennel?
Do you remember a show on Fox from the mid 2000s called Moment of Truth?
It sounds familiar, but I do not remember Moment of Truth.
It was a show on Fox. I already said that, but it was a game show where contestants did a polygraph test, like a lie detector.
Okay.
Before the show, but the main game show was if they got accepted, they would sit in a polygraph test live, like in front of the audience and in front of their family members and friends and shit like that.
Okay.
And they had to answer 21 questions truthfully. And if they were able to answer 21 questions truthfully, they walk away with $500,000.
That's kind of like knowing polygraphs. That's kind of dumb.
So there's this really like controversial episode where a girl admitted to a bunch of shit on the test.
Okay.
On the show. She had her family in attendance. It was like her dad, her mom, her sister, and her husband.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing she admitted to is that she stole money from an employer or something like that, and she was like, whatever.
Okay.
And then the next thing she said was, oh, the host, who's Mark L. Wahlberg, by the way.
Why would I want to go on this show? This show sounds horrible.
Yeah, right.
Why would you
Mark
want to?
Wahlberg?
Yeah, I did all this fucked up shit. Like,
It's Mark L. Wahlberg. Jerry.
It's
It's a different.
Mark
it's a
Mark
different.
L.
It's a different burger.
It's
bro.
Mark L. Wahlberg.
It's a different burger.
Isn't it? Mark L. Wahlberg does Antiques Roadshow too, I think, right? Or am I bugging? I might be bugging. I'm gonna have to fact check that later. But regardless, Mark L. Wahlberg hosted the show.
Okay, what else did this bitch do?
And before he asks the next question, he's like, to read off the next question, we have a special guest. Okay, the special guest. Oh, and I forgot. I should mention one last thing. At the start of the episode, Mark L. Wahlberg actually comes up and says that if it would have been his decision, he wouldn't have aired the taping of the show because he said it was like the most uncomfortable he's ever been on TV.
Wow.
So he's like, we have a special guest to come and read the next question. The doors open, the fog rises, your typical like Fox game show shit. And it's like this guy in a red button-down shirt, and it's her ex-boyfriend. And keep in mind, her husband is sitting there, right? He reads the question, and the question is something along the lines of, if I wanted to be with you, would you leave your husband for me? And they've been together for 2 years. And before she answers, like the saddest thing is the fucking girl's dad grabs her husband's hand. Like they're both like don't want to know. It's kind of crazy. It's like fuck. So she not only does
this
she
is good TV, but like I don't believe it because it's like I don't think anyone would sign themselves up.
Yeah,
to
right.
do
It's fucking insane. But I think this was like the craziest of it. But not only did she say like yes to the question, but she fucking she said that like he should be the one, or that she thought she would be with him. Yeah, like she thought
crazy.
He should have. She's
being honest
together.
though.
Yeah.
And then the worst thing was she they asked her if she cheated on her husband, and she said that she had in 2 years of marriage had other relationships. And like this poor guy has like his head in his hands. It's like a whole fucking
my head's
thing.
In my hands.
You ready for the ready for the icing on top?
Yeah.
This stupid bitch lost because the fucking question they gave her was, "Do you think you're still a good person?" And she said yes. The polygraph was like, fuck that shit, dog.
You are feeling guilty as
hell, right?
Bitch. That's when you turn back. Your husband's your husband's gonna divorce you. You've broken.
Your parents look at you in disgust.
You've literally broken like 7 commandments.
Yeah. And then that's the moment where you're gonna be like, but I think I'm a good person.
I'm okay.
Like she's gonna go out and say all this shit she's done, and then she's gonna lose on. But I still think I'm pretty cool, you know.
Bro, people don't like that, man. It's crazy.
For someone who doesn't have balls, that's balls.
We need some reality shows. We gotta watch like some Fox.
Hole
in the Wall.
Yeah, right. Oh, funny enough, that's the show that actually led to that show's cancellation.
Nice.
They got rid of Moment of Truth to fit in more Hole in the Wall.
Wipeout. Was Wipeout Fox or was that ABC?
ABC.
Okay.
They brought it back.
Yeah.
You know who hosts it now?
Who?
It's the girl from Nailed It, Natalie Byer.
Okay.
I think that's her name, with John Cena.
Oh, that's pretty great. John Cena deserves to be there.
Yeah, right.
I think. What else? That's like a thing. Ninja Warrior is always good.
Oh man, Sasuke.
When's America's Best Dance Crew coming back?
ABDC. I never watched that.
They gotta get the same dude to host.
I watched that. They gotta get Mario Lopez hosting, and they gotta get Lil Kim out of prison to fucking judge. That's the first time I ever heard the word swag. Was Lil Kim explaining a really bad dance crew, saying that they were good and being like, yeah, you guys got swag. And Mario Lopez is like, indeed, there is some swag.
Mario
Fucking
Lopez.
fanny pack. What a great dance group.
You know what show I randomly remembered the other day?
What?
Remember Yo Mama?
Oh my, I love Yo Mama.
Where
Yo
Wilmer
Mama was
Valderrama would like go to random neighborhoods and pick out kids. I watched like a clip from it, and it does not hold up. They were like the worst jokes on the planet,
Because
bro.
some of them were good. I remember most of them were bad, but there were some that
Bro,
were
I was
really
watching
good.
like, you know how it gets to the end and it's like the top two go off. They're terrible, bro. They were horrible.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yo, mama's so skinny, she could walk out in the rain and be dry." And I was like, that's
Can we look up really bad Yo Mama jokes? Can we look that up right now, please? Holy shit. Yo Mama. Oh my god. Can you think of a really bad Yo Mama joke? I got one.
That one was horrible.
right.
Yeah.
But I love it because it's horrible.
In elementary school, my friend printed out 60 copies of one Yo Mama joke as a mistake because he meant to
Just like a line on a big white piece of
He
paper.
meant to print out the entire page, but they just printed out the one joke 50 times. And it was, "Your mama is so small, she could do backflips under the bed." Which is like the dumbest one.
My dad just messaged me to say Nets 1, Bucks 0. Let's go, Brooklyn.
That's one. Period.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what is it? Yo, mama's so fat when she skips a meal, the stock market drops.
Wow.
Damn, they got economic with that one.
I like that one. That one's not bad.
Why are they all fat? The top 10 are all fat.
That's it though. That's the format.
It's categorized. They have fat. Let's do a stupid one.
Okay.
Stupid.
Yo, mama's so stupid. When they said it was chilly outside, she grabbed a bowl.
That's kind of fat. Yeah, it's kind of fat though. That's still fat. We get taken down because of Yo Mama fat shaming.
Yo, mama's so
cancel us.
ugly. She made a blind kid cry.
I like that. These aren't that bad. These are pretty good.
What?
What?
What even? What? Yo, mama's so classless. She's a Marxist utopia.
What?
Yeah, I like that.
That's probably the most educated Yo Mama joke.
That's
I've
the
ever
best.
heard.
Yeah, there's no classless society. She's great, bro.
Oh, I like this one. Yo, mama's so poor. Nigerian princes wire her money.
Stupid.
Fucking dumb. Remember that annoying YouTube channel where the guy would be like, "Yo, mama's so," and they'd have the animated dude who's like buff and blonde.
the animated
I
guy.
hate those videos.
I would get recommended that all the time back in the day. I hated that guy.
Oh, and I was gonna say something too. You brought up like reality TV. Fuck. It's gonna be.
Was it Bar Rescue for an 8th episode?
It was not. No,
Okay.
I actually haven't really watched too much Bar Rescue, so I can't keep up with it. You know, I can't give my Bar Rescue update for the day. Maybe catch me next week. I'll watch some fire episodes.
Sorry, we filled in with
Master Chef or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. It's
show.
been joy's delight. I mean, we have watched something else that we've been waiting to talk about. We could kind of
for sure
dish in on that.
What I guess
yeah.
guys, I can segue this perfectly.
Let's go.
Hey Bobby, what have you been watching?
What have I been watching?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday or 2 days ago, rather, I woke up and decided to watch Bo Burnham's brand new stand-up
Because
special,
it dropped.
Inside, which recently dropped on Netflix, and we're gonna get into it, but it was very good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it almost didn't even feel like a stand-up special at one point. It kind of feels like you're watching.
It's something way different.
Like
So
a
like,
funny
how
art
do we
film.
start this? Do we just go into like?
Just explain what it is. First of all, you haven't seen it, right?
Yeah.
So well, I guess we'll explain some stuff to you.
Yeah.
It's
But the gist of like what it was is Bo Burnham stood secluded, for the most part. I know he's married and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
he stood secluded in a room for a year during the pandemic to make a comedy special.
Correct.
And I think what makes it more interesting than that is he didn't really have plans for it to be that long. He kind of just went into it, writing it and testing it, and it ended up taking a shit ton of time, like over a year to complete.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, the hour and a half special is written, filmed, edited, and it stars Bo Burnham. Everything, right?
Does it by himself.
There's credits at the end. Granted, they had color artists to come in and do some visual effects work and shit like that. But everything production wise, then and there, was done by Bo, which is fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see that and you hear that and you're like, okay, you know, it's going to be... Even I had my doubts when I heard about it. I was like, I hope it's not just him with like his iPhone in his room.
Yes.
No, it was
He had a whole thing. So my first impression, you commented on it, but my first impression was, damn, this took a while.
Yeah.
So so like Bo Burnham, his usual schedule is actually pretty long. He makes a special every 3 years. Mm-hmm. And Bo Burnham has said personally that time is 6 months of rest, a year of writing jokes, a year and a half of touring. Mm-hmm. That's his usual getup. No touring now. But still, when I first put this on, I was like, weird you put out a quarantine special in June of 2021.
Yeah, right.
That was my first thought. I was like, a lot of people made some quarantine projects. Like I know one Yam of the Week, I picked the Charlie XCX song. Mm-hmm. Her album had like, oh, we're stuck inside or whatever, and like had some fan-made stuff on it. But I was like, oh, this took a really long time. And as you watch the special, you go, oh, and that becomes like the main point of it almost.
There's also a lot of times where you watch the special and it kind of blows your mind that he's the only one there doing this stuff. Like the amount of lighting setups and set design and lighting changes and cues, it's ridiculous.
I remember seeing like a commercial or something like that about it.
And it's a little gimmicky at first. Like I was like a little annoyed at like, but that's the point of it, right?
That's also his style.
Yeah. But I was like, but that's also really important because then that means that everything has a purpose. Like he keeps in, I want to say about throughout the special, he keeps in about 9 or 10 times where he fucks up, where he messes up and it's a bad take. And he keeps it in and goes, okay, no, this is part of the special now. Like there's one song where he literally starts, goes, fuck, I took a breath. And then he does it again.
Yeah.
All in one take. And I'm like, okay, like he purposefully put that in there to show, hey, this took forever. And every song probably has 50 or 100 takes where like he's moving, like lighting and stuff where he's moving his phone and he fucks up. And
I was to bring that up. I was going to say that felt so, at least for me as like a filmmaker, that felt so like a little too close to home, like seeing yourself in the monitor and fixing the focus stuff and like adjusting lights. Like, you know, I've been in that situation before for like dumb stuff, like little sketches or for the podcast. Not that I think it's dumb, but I mean, in contrast to what Bo is doing it for, it's like insane. Like, what I'll say is I've always known a Bo to have like a mastery of writing jokes, of kind of knowing trends, right? That's how his shtick he gets. He's almost like one of those people who knows what's going on in the world from an outside perspective.
He's culturally correct.
Yeah.
And he's young enough where he's able to do it and it's not cringy or out of touch.
Yeah.
He can do all of these jokes about modern events and culture. And it's like, oh, that's someone like me talking. Yeah. But still an outsider.
And lastly, you know, I've always been assured of his musical talent. The guy's a genius. He can play multiple instruments and he writes and produces the majority of his music, right? But I don't think I really quite understood how much of a mastery he had with, you know, the camera and the lighting film and the composite, like all that stuff. It was really fucking mind blowing and shit. There was a lot of stuff that you see and you're like, wow, that's like the shit they teach you in film school type stuff. Or like you go on a Studio Binder and they'll always talk about this and that and that. He nails it 100%. And I think one of the cooler things is he used that camera right there. Yep. It's the exact same camera.
I noticed that right. I noticed it right away. I'm like. And that was my first impression of the special, is that you see the camera, you see our exact camera, and I'm like, this looks like Bobby setting up the basement.
Yeah.
Because he's like climbing over shit. There's one point where literally the camera falls and he catches it.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, that's Bobby with the lights.
Like, honestly, but that's the thing. Like, for me, I watched that and I was just mind blown. I was like, fuck, like, I've got to step my game up. Yeah. Like, if Bo Burnham can do this by himself.
But look what it did to him, as you see. Yeah, like, as you see.
And you see him deteriorate. It's kind of crazy. By the end of the special, he is depressed and he's sad, and there's no jokes behind it. It's raw.
No, he's literally just crying.
It's really like you get to see like not just the special for what it is, but what the special has done to him. Like there's numerous times where he comments on how strange and unfulfilling it is to have to perform comedy and jokes for people who aren't there. Like he has like, you know, Bo always throws those like metaphorical questions, but he's like, imagine you telling a joke for someone who's not there. Why don't you tell me a joke and I'll sit on my couch and watch you? And it's like, damn, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. So the whole thing overall had a very much like a YouTube feel to it.
And that was another thing.
Because not only with the lights and the camera, my first thought, but then he would make jokes about YouTube, and I'm like, wait, he's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I totally forget. I'm like, he started on YouTube, so it makes sense that it's almost full circle.
There's even a scene where he's sitting down watching a projected video of
his first video.
His first YouTube video from like 08 or 09 or something like that.
He looks mad young.
And it's crazy because it comes full circle. It's just him with his piano in his room, no audience, making a video. It's insane, man. I don't know how to explain it.
Just the whole thing is cool because when you go into it, you're like, oh, he made a comedy special in his room. But then it's like a documentary about how he made it, though.
Exactly.
It's like as you watch it, it's like he adds in all of these background shit and you're like, wait a minute, he's actually like.
And I think he also does a really good job of like putting in other stuff, so it doesn't just feel like song. It's like song, and then there's like a whole part where he like reacts to a song he just did. But it keeps playing, so that he reacts to the reaction of the song. He reacts to the reaction of the song, and it keeps going.
And when he did stuff like that, I thought it wouldn't work. Because that's not his style.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't think it would work. And then he did another one where he's like streaming a video game. It's a Twitch joke. He's streaming a video game of himself making the special, and it's like meta as fuck.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, thanks for 3 months." It's like it's crazy shit. Yeah, like it's perfect, man. Oh, and I wanted to say one last thing about it. What was it specifically? Man, you said the YouTube thing, and that brought me back a little bit.
Just overall, like. How incredible of the special.
I was really surprised. Do you think it'll win an award?
Maybe. It's
like
possible.
Best comedy special.
Win the Jerry Award.
Jerry, give him a try.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I like your show.
Oh, I was gonna bring up one specific song. I feel like that's something we should do, considering that's what.
The thing is that the special, I don't even care about the songs. Like you asked me what's your favorite song, I'm like, I don't even remember
because it's a whole different.
Yeah,
thing.
and they're all funny. They're all good. The acoustic one is beautiful. The one with like the fucking thing.
Dude, that wasn't even a comedy song, right? It was just kind of like, oh my god,
it's like witty because there's like a bunch of like juxtaposition things, but then you listen to it and you're like, oh, this is kind of
like a folk poetry.
This is like a really nice song. And then there's what else do I want to say? Like, I like that for a lot of the special, he's wearing either shorts or underwear.
Yeah, right.
Because you're inside. You don't, especially during quarantine. When the fuck did you put pants on? Never.
Right. It's too hot for that.
I was gonna say too. Oh my god, since it's the first, he's not performing music live for anybody. There's no audience, so it's also kind of the first time that you see Bo, quote unquote, performing music that's already been pre-recorded and that has been produced. So for the first time, like his music has like really good drum tracks and it's mixed really well.
Yeah,
it's not just him like din 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 din, right?
And it also gives him the option to have them not a separate music video, but have the music video in the song.
Exactly.
Like White Woman Instagram.
I was gonna bring that one up.
It's like it was in Instagram aspect ratio as like a photo aspect ratio, and then he's doing all these different poses and setups, which if the whole thing was like that would have taken fucking 8 years.
Yeah.
If he did all like that one song has like hundreds of shots.
That's why I was gonna bring it up to Jerry.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a song called White Woman's Instagram where he, the joke is he's saying all the stuff that'd be on a white woman's Instagram, tiny pumpkins, a latte, all this shit. But for every single verse or part of the verse, it cuts to a completely different setup. And it's like a really well thought up camera setup where it's like props, a background, lighting composition.
And there he's mimicking like the actual Instagram post. Yeah.
Bro, there's like no exaggeration, at least 40.
Jeez.
And that's literally
a lot more, probably. Yeah,
that's like
one the same room or like different
same room, different everything.
Just different corners, different walls, different poses, different lighting schemes.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, it's like a 3-minute song, and he's done all that work for just that little percentage of the whole.
And
thing.
then other times he doesn't do that. Other times it's just him with the keyboard.
Yeah.
And that works just as well.
Yeah, I was very surprised. So go check it out. It has the
Joystick
comedy
stamp
was a
of
little
approval. Strange. Like there was a couple of bits where like he kind of leaves in stuff that isn't that funny.
I was gonna say that too. At some points, it doesn't even feel like a stand-up special.
Yeah, like he's not like a lot of times it's like he's saying these things because it's kind of like you could kind of tell he was in his house and he was mad at some stuff, he goes on this whole bit where he's like, can one single person shut the fuck up about one single thing? And he just keeps repeating it. And you're like, this is funny, but he's also kind of like unraveling. Like he's kind of just like in his house and he's like mad.
Quarantine, like
definitely deteriorating.
Yeah, he's just sitting in his house just like, fuck. Which like same though.
No, yeah.
Sure.
Right? Relatable.
I was going to say, when you brought up earlier about the Charlie XCX thing and just pandemic projects in general, I think that was my favorite pandemic project that I've seen so far.
And it almost feels like a good exit.
Yeah, right.
Because, like, the ending, not to spoil it, but the door opens and it's like there's light outside. And I feel like that's a really good bit because in your head you're like, oh, it's like almost like he's leaving.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
There's more to that bit.
Yeah,
and I kind of thought that was coming funny enough. So when I saw it, I was like, yes,
nice.
I knew it.
Awesome. And then satisfying too.
Super satisfying.
I fucking popped off almost. I was like, shit. That was
I even
good.
like it's weird, but there's like a couple parts in the special where it just cuts to like shots of Bo just watching things he's already done, like as a director, like, oh, was that good? And even just stuff like that is really interesting to see because you never get to see that part of the process. You never get to see the creator look at it back and go, ugh. Or,
in anything.
But it's really
any
raw.
movie,
and it's nice.
any YouTube video, you never see it.
I also think it's pretty inspirational. So.
Oh, 100%. If that guy could do that in his room, it took over a year, right? But he made it. And it was so funny because at one point it's almost a little anticlimactic because he's like, I don't know what else to put in, and then he just sits down after one more song and he's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I really loved that. That's how the special ends. It's not really like a lead up to the end. It just kind of gets to a part where even Bo just grabs the camera and he's like, I think I'm done. Like he's like, I think I finished it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's like that. If you put that much work into it, then fuck it, man. I think that's the best way to end it whenever you think it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So definitely go give it a check out. We'd love that shit. I mean, we just talked about it for like 15 minutes.
I'm definitely going to go watch his other stuff again just to see if this is the best one. Or
I was watching a little bit of Make Happy. It definitely hits different. One's a live comedy special.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah.
The comedy is also different because you can play around with audience. You can play around with them specifically, their reactions, what they say.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, that's the thing too, is that this didn't really have a lot of that. He would add those in between portions, but he wouldn't do it to like there's no audience.
But again, credit to him because he found the creativity and everything to make that work.
There was this one bit that was so stupid towards the I forget what the bit was, but he's like in the sun and he's going on this whole bit.
I will be right back. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of the exact. Hi Jerry, what's up?
Bro, so
go watch this.
Yeah, I have to do that, man. Hot.
Yeah, like today was like the first day I think that I was outside and I was like, ooh.
Right, it was like peak 90 today.
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to be like this whole week too. Fuck.
I didn't really notice because it was like I wasn't outside the whole day. Only like when I came here.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty bad. Where the fuck is Bobby?
Pretty hot, right?
We got to come up with something funny that Bobby's doing. We know what Bobby's doing right now, but we got to come up with something a lot funnier.
Bobby's like, I don't know. Bobby's like gorging himself with food right now.
Bobby is drinking 2 gallons of milk as we speak.
Bro, Bobby's all about that milk.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not about that white milk.
No, I can't.
It's all about that chocolate milk.
Fuck milk, bro.
Calcium, fuck that.
Yeah, yo, fuck that.
No calcium in this house.
Big straw. No, for real, my house has like no milk in it.
Damn.
Yeah, like a little bit. There'll be the small quart.
Yeah.
That'll be that. That's it.
Yeah, I usually don't drink a lot of milk.
Like, I see some people's houses and they got like 3 gallons. I'm like, what are you drinking that? What are you using that for?
I'm using a little bit for my coffee. That's it.
Yeah, and then like you
the
get
occasional bowl of cereal.
Yeah, maybe you're making
mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you're cooking, right? That's what I'm thinking. But other than that, I don't think of you're frying buttermilk fucking chicken.
Right, you don't need that much milk for that, even.
I hear Bobby coming down the stairs right now. Our savior is going to return to us.
Bobby, the stream turned off.
What happened?
The stream turned off.
The stream turned off?
Yeah. There is no more stream.
What are we talking about?
He was trying to prank you, but he didn't know how to say it.
I was about to be like, the fuck?
What? We stream?
Was the conversation great? I can't wait to watch that back in editing and see what you guys are talking about.
Literally just cut it. It was great, but cut it. We talked about food. We said that you were drinking 2 gallons of milk upstairs.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Had to go do a favor real quick.
Perfect. Yeah.
Can we talk about the Mayweather fight that's supposed to be happening tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot.
That is tomorrow,
skip
right?
that topic.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Man, so Logan Paul is definitely going to win that match, right?
I mean,
there's no winners. No one's going to win, guys.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I wish I could get paid.
There's no official ruling, right?
Yeah.
Just referee can call knockout. Oh, my God.
Yo, so that means that if Logan Paul knocks out Mayweather for publicity, Mayweather will still be 50-0.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
51,
I
whatever he
think.
is.
I mean, honestly, if I'm Mayweather, I go into that.
I'll destroy that kid.
No, not even. I take the loss, and then like Mayweather's on the floor, and he's like, Logan Paul, you're a good guy. I just hit the mic a million times, bro.
Yep.
Right, I'd be like lying down on the floor with like my tongue out, like.
Yeah, people are dying.
Doing like the fake broken leg pose, like you got me. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't.
Synchronized snort, bro.
Yeah, you heard that right? That was wild.
Do you know like if like do people watch that? Like the Jake Paul one was before the other fight.
Mm-hmm.
But is there like what's the undercard? It's like
Ocho Cinco is fighting somebody.
Some random guy.
some random guy.
Some random guy.
Yeah, is it like another famous person or like?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, because it's just some random dude. Good for that guy.
Right?
Good
He's
for a
making
random
bread.
dude fighting
And he's on TV.
a football player who changed his name to incorrect
Brian
Spanish.
Maxwell,
This guy.
Brian.
who is a what? Who is he?
He's also a football player. Isn't he?
Canadian track and field athlete.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this guy died.
Okay, that's not him.
That's definitely not him.
This guy who died at the age of like 70 something or 60 something. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Not that Brian.
He's
Ryan.
fighting a
Brian
dead
Maxwell.
68-year-old guy. Damn.
Homie got
This guy doesn't even have a fucking Wikipedia.
the generic name.
I don't know. All I know is fucking Chad Ochocinco is gonna fight Brian Maxwell. So
Double
Shout out-
first name.
Shout outs to Brian.
yeah,
Wait, what?
Double
Maxwell?
first name.
Double Maxwell?
Yeah.
it's a really preppy ass kid.
Maxwell Johnson.
Come hit the Maxwell.
I guess, yeah.
Maxwell.
So Logan's gonna win, right, guys?
Yeah.
Easy win.
definitely.
Logan, the bus.
Hey, like I
company?
said earlier, right? Like not in the podcast. I was telling the guys, like he's got a wider wingspan and he looks built. And he came in shape. I think Jerry said he like weighs how much more than him or
He's
something.
not
20
a
pounds.
boxer.
But
Right, he's not a-
yeah,
The
He's not a
idea
boxer.
of imagine
It
this with
doesn't matter
imagine
'cause
this
it's
with any
Mayweather.
other sport.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine this with any other shit. It's like Brock Lesnar.
even
Just imagine Brock Lesnar against Ian from Smosh.
yeah.
Like let's just put this in
Exactly.
our, guys. Like,
But also what I'm saying is like even in the same like realm of fighting, right?
Mhm.
Like even when Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
It's a different thing, right? Conor
Yeah.
went in, the UFC fights are much respect to Conor. He's probably one of the greatest to do it in his sport, right? And UFC's brutal. I would never step
Right,
foot into the
that's
octagon.
brutal.
No fucking thank you. That being
you're
said,
not gonna step.
I'm not. I'm sorry. That being said, right? It's like what 3 5-minute rounds.
Yeah.
You need to have the endurance to keep your arms up for 12 2-minute rounds. Oh no, it's 3 5-minute rounds for 12 3-minute rounds in boxing.
Mhm.
So that's why by like round 3, fucking, Conor's looking all like, oh fuck, what do I gotta do? And Mayweather's like, boy, this is my fucking,
Yeah, word.
this is my
Mayweather's style is do all 12 and be defensive as fuck.
Hell
Or wait
yeah.
until you're.
that shoulder roll.
Yeah.
As soon as he turns his body, look at all that space he creates in front of you. You can't fucking. You're not hitting his head anymore. You're hitting all of this. And he
Mhm.
even uses his shoulder to block shit, which is like one of the coolest
Mhm.
things I've seen.
Boom, boom.
Which, by the way, as someone who got punched by their brother a lot in the arm, that shit fucking hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm good. Like you can do it. It's fine.
That was conditioning, Dylan.
Yeah,
You see?
exactly. I was just punched. Do it. It's fine. But no, it fucking hurts. Like I see even UFC fighters, they'll take a stomach kick,
Yeah.
a kick to the stomach, like as hard as been just no
Let me
no
just shake
feeling.
that off, right?
And even if it hurt, they make no facial
flinch,
to
nothing.
recognize to show that it hurt. And I'm like, I know that fucking hurt.
Yeah.
It had to. Or like a leg kick. Ever get kicked in the leg? It fucking hurts.
That
Yeah, I know.
hurts.
That's
Hurts a
annoying.
lot.
Yeah,
And then
like-
you see someone just get and I'm like,
And they just gotta not even walk it off. They just gotta like shake it off
Yeah.
real quick. Like
they're
ooh.
bouncing. Like
Right?
shit's wild.
Yeah, man.
Straight up kicking you in the muscle.
I wish I could kick like that.
Yeah.
I wish I was a Taekwondo master like Jerry or Ronfi.
Oh my god.
I went with you guys.
Powder sensei.
I went with the 1-2 class. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting you guys to like break boards and some shit. You guys just running laps around a small
we
gym.
broke boards. I've done that.
I want to do that. Shit looks. Are they, so they're like not pre-broken, but they're like special boards, right?
I mean, they're just like not thick boards.
They're just
Got it.
they're
they're like
thin.
pretty thin.
do they increase in thickness for difficulty, or you just add more?
You just add more.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I don't know how this shit
I like
works.
how
They have,
Jerry's
like-
an expert. I forgot Jerry.
They have like
fucking
the non-wood ones
Jerry,
too. They
the-
have like the
Konnichiwa.
the ones that you just put together like they're like plastic, I guess. Yeah.
Are they reusable?
Like yeah, they're reusable.
It's funny.
Exactly.
Gotta buy some of those in practice.
Reusable. I'm breaking. It's
I
already
broke 4
broken.
boards today.
Remember when you were a kid and you see some guy do it to like a cinder block? It was like the most mind-blowing thing to me. I was like, this guy's a fucking superhero. Like,
did it with like his knuckle.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
Pinky breaks it.
You see like somebody ripped the phone book.
You ever seen that video of the guy that kicks down the banana tree?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Love that fucking video.
Oh my god.
Yo, but those motherfuckers get good like that. Yo,
Right?
you kick down a couple trees a day. You'll be fucking
down a tree.
You'll be insane. Your shins will be deadly.
Yeah.
Deadly.
Oh my god. I want that guy. Be like, someone's fucking with you in a bar. He's like, yo, this guy kicked down a fucking tree.
Yeah, right.
He'd be like, no way. Show him a video. Like, bro. Beat your ass.
Hold on.
We should have him on the podcast.
Let me show you this 5-minute video.
Speaking of fighting, you saw Donnie Yen is going to be in John Wick 4.
Ooh.
I'm excited for that one. Fucking Ip Man.
That's hype.
Coming with the Wing Chun. I don't know if I said that right, but Wing Chun? I don't know.
I love that dish.
Yeah.
I order the Chinese place all the time.
Totally not a fighting style.
Make fun, bro.
What's your favorite fighting style, Dylan?
Ooh, I don't know. Probably like Muay Thai or something like that.
That's fair enough.
Like some wild stuff.
Ooh,
What about you?
That's dangerous, bro.
Oh no, capoeira.
Capoeira's sick.
Capoeira. I thought it wasn't real.
No.
I probably talked about this.
You know where it
before.
comes from? Like the origins of it?
Yeah, like the slaves in Brazil had to like.
They weren't allowed to practice
Yeah,
combat, so they
like,
disguised it with dance.
So the first time I ever heard of capoeira was in Bob's Burgers.
Oh, really?
And it was an episode of Bob's Burgers where the daughter wanted to take classes, and the guy who taught it was like this hot Brazilian guy with a ponytail. And in the animation style they have, it was just like like this. And in my head, I'm like, that's capoeira. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And then I saw what it actually looked like, and I went, oh, that's mad.
That's way better than that animated TV show.
I remember we watched the video of like it was like 3 different kicks from 3 different
about to bring that
styles.
up.
And we watch that video, and this guy does a capoeira kick that's like 1,900 miles an hour of force. I'm like, what?
It's deadly, bro.
I'm like, this guy starts on the floor, does a 360 as his
he does like
leg
a
is
whole arc.
moving upwards.
And they go through
I'm
the
like,
science of it, right? It's like because he
Yeah.
takes the mass of his body as opposed to just his leg or whatever.
Boom.
That's like one of my favorite things is like seeing the science behind that stuff.
Yeah.
Like sports. You ever watch Sports Science?
I've seen some stuff on there.
Sports Science is great.
Yeah.
Or like I was watching what was it? Like baseball, and how like when you swing, what the difference of the swings are. I was like, ooh.
Oh, that's pretty cool because like your body puts different.
Yeah, because like they're getting so in depth with it that like they want you to swing at a specific angle, and they want you to like it's the wildest shit. And they'll be like, oh, your angles are off.
You ever hear about that guy who has like a batting percentage of like 99% or something like that? He's like a big black dude. He lives in like some random state. There's like this, it's crazy. There's like this dude. He weighs like, maybe over 200 pounds. He's big, right?
Okay.
He's not like I don't want to say he's not fat, but I'm trying to say he's not obese. He's just like a big dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he goes to the batting cages like every day at his house, and he goes over the line where like the distance is like way shorter than it typically would be, and he hits like 19 out of 20 balls.
Crazy.
And he's kept track of his record. The people there keep track of his record, and he's like one of the most like accurate, consistent hitters.
Oh, that's wild.
And he hits like 90-mile-an-hour pitches from the machine at like half the range.
Yeah, so
he's able to react to it in like half the time that a normal batter would be.
And
able
that's
to
already
react to
like 0.4 milliseconds or whatever.
something like that. So he's challenged. Yeah, I think they did. They were like, he swings like 0.2 or something like that.
Yeah, because it's twice as.
So they challenged, or rather he didn't, but he was like, if anybody wants to come challenge me, I'm here every single day. And they showed the video. It's cool though, because it's not like he's doing full motion swings, but he'll like maintain it when the ball's coming, and he'll like clench up here, but he still has enough strength to like boom bring it around.
Yeah.
So he fucking whams that ball. It's nuts. Mm-hmm. It's not like a full kind of arm thing. Yeah. It's like that.
Reaction time is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like I remember one of the MVPs in baseball was saying Christian Yelich. He was saying his coach was Barry Bonds, who good hitting coach, by the way, because he was fucking good.
Yeah,
even though he cheated. That he would you hit the ball on the ground and you hit like you chop at it, and you just keep doing that, and then you keep lowering it until it's like an upward angle.
I see.
So then it's as quick as possible, or it's not even that you're actually being quicker. It's that you think you're being quicker, so that you just like start it right away. And I'm like, and it worked, and he became MVP. So I guess it worked.
secret sauce.
Yeah.
Secret batting tips.
Yeah.
Also, I know it's completely not at all related to what we're talking about. I just want to shout outs to the donut place that I'll leave unnamed for the donuts that we got before this.
Hey.
Where America runs on them.
Yeah.
And we got a good dozen donuts. It was pretty fair.
Yeah, that's pretty
Got
fun.
nice coffee.
Yeah. I was so I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, you guys were exhausted.
I was like about to fall asleep on your couch. That's when I know the summer's here. When I sleep on when I sleep in Bobby's room or couch.
Yep, that's it.
That heat is
Summer's
affecting.
When I see Dylan stretch out, it's like that. It's that time for sure.
Oh,
yeah. Now I want to go do that.
Yeah, it feels nice for sure.
So I think it's time for a specific ending segment for the show.
I think so.
Is it time for the jelly of the day?
It is time for the jelly of the day. I'm gonna go with a Smucker's brand. Peach. What the fuck am I talking about?
I was about to say, like, how long is Bobby's segment?
Remember the fucking time
apricot or some shit?
Remember the fucking time we went to Jerry and I went to the pool once with my dad in McCarran Park in Brooklyn, a public pool.
Okay.
And my dad's a chef and he's mad cheap, so he like pulls out this thing and it's like pre-made peanut butter jelly sandwiches. But my dad, instead of using like regular jelly, he used like some apricot preserves, and they were banging.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So we like demolished it, and then like a fucking week later, I'm hanging out with another friend, and Jerry just sends me a text, and he's like, "Yo, what jelly did we use that day?" And I was like, "Bro, that sounds mad weird." When you ask like that.
It's a valid question, bro. Yo, what jelly? Yo, what was it?
I need to know.
What was the jelly, bro?
You walk in on Jerry, he's just eating it out of the
fucking
bowl.
dreaming
He's
about
just
that.
like
he's fucking Winnie the Poohing.
Yeah.
Think about those beans.
He's turned like.
But no, it's definitely jam and yam of the week.
Oh yeah.
Not jelly, not preservatives, but jams.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Do you know your yam?
Yeah, I know my yam. So there's a lot of new songs this week. A lot of songs coming out. As we were talking about quarantine projects, I feel like a lot of artists are doing quarantine songs, or there's a lot of songs they made being secluded and now they're releasing. My song is Eieio by David Shawty.
Okay, cool.
My guy. He every song he makes is getting more and more unlistenable.
Mm-hmm.
This is good, but like he basically what you do is you take a normal song, right? It's a rap song. It's kind of quirky, but it's good. It's a really good rap song, and you go, all right. What can we do to fuck this up? All right, pitch it here, add a
bass
sound
boost.
effect. Yeah, bass boost. All right, add a driving drum beat that's way louder than everything else. Make him repeat a word 9 times. It's like, all right, we got it.
Cool.
But yeah,
We
banger.
got it. My jam is gonna be was gonna be "Let's Go" by Calvin Harris and Neo.
Dun, 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 dun.
Which
I was actually gonna pick a Bo Burnham song.
I went to a second Nets game with my dad, and they played that song again, and it's very hype on the speaker system, as the guys know, because I've played it 100 times.
It is a really hype song.
Before the podcast, I played it. I was like, gotta hype you guys up a little bit.
That song was made for a stadium. You know, it's like 7 Nation Army, but for basketball.
Exactly. But my jam is actually gonna be a throwback. It's gonna be not that much of a throwback, but it's gonna be a Kendrick song. It's gonna be Duckworth.
Nice.
Off of Damn, which is a great fucking song. Shouts to Ninth Wonder who produced that amazing beat. But yeah, love that song. What about you, buddy?
Got my song. It's by a band called Black Midi. Called Chondro Malaysia Patella.
That's the weird album cover. Yeah.
Love Black Midi. I've actually played Black Midi at Bobby's house before.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you remember the guy? He's like, what a magnificent purpose.
I do not remember that.
Shit. He was like, it's just him. He says, what a magnificent purpose. And he says it 150 times.
Yeah.
And he just says it, and it gets faster as it goes along. So he's like, magnificent purpose. Magnificent purpose.
What was the fucking thing you showed us, dude? Of the black dude with the 1-string guitar?
Yeah. What's his name? I forgot.
What's the name of the song?
Chicken in the Corn.
Chicken in the Corn.
In the corn, go. Yeah. I love him. What's his name? Billy One String. Look it up. Look it up right now. We gotta. Yeah. Okay. Just look up Chicken in the Corn.
Chicken in the Corn. Bro, shout outs to Brushy 1-string.
Yeah!
With Chicken in the Corn. What a jam.
Love
Holy
him, bro.
Shit. That should have been jam of the
That
week
music
right
festival he performs that at is insane.
Sick. That's a sick music festival.
It's basically this music festival in the Netherlands, and every act is at like a different place in a park, and the park is like a mile wide. And it's just random spots. Like
so it could be like on the beach.
Yeah.
By the tree.
He was in like an abandoned shack.
Yeah, like a farmhouse type thing. There's another band that plays on the sand, but it's like this whole wild open expanse, and any act you want to see, you just kind of like walk to that.
Yeah, and there's like people biking and stuff. I'm like, damn,
cool. That's such a vibe.
Want to be Dutch real quick.
Well, yeah, thanks for joining us for episode 41. Probably should have said the name of our show clearly. The Joystick Show. It's right there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Go ahead and make sure and like and subscribe and click that bell to stay notified on all things coming your way. We filmed even more videos, and they're coming out super soon. Me and Dylan did a GeoGuessr one. That'll keep you geo-guessing.
Yeah, there's about like 40 videos that you guys will eventually
It's not 40, it's like 6, but you know,
we'll make more.
In time.
And
it will be 40.
End of the summer, yeah, we're making
Hey,
more.
we made a shit ton of videos this year. We're reaching almost the year point. I think in August. The first week of August will be the 1 year of the Joystick Show. And if all things go right, hopefully next week we have a special guest. Somebody who's not on Team Joystick, somebody different. So that'd be pretty cool.
Kilometers.
And let's just say it might be a very
Wait, what? Wait, what?
I said kilometers.
That's pretty funny. You'll find out next week, but that's pretty funny. And hopefully it's a very magical event. So yeah, make sure you stick with it next week. So you see what we got.
I think we'll really pull a rabbit out of the hat with that one.
Yeah. Oh, I like these puns that are going on. So without further ado, does anybody have anything left to say?
Not really. How about you?
Alakazam.
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
Does it end there?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.